everyone, and welcome to Tetrazzini. My name is Harper, if you did not know, and because it is almost Thanksgiving in America, today I am going to do a little bit of a seasonal dish, seasonal dish, you could say, where I am going to make for the first time in my life turkey tetrazzini. Now, I actually have had this before. My grandma made it last year for Thanksgiving, and then I loved it so much I asked her for the recipe and she gave it to me, and I found out that actually the recipe that she used was from a different person, aka the Pioneer Woman, if you know that, TV show. But more or less, my grandma did tweak the recipe a little bit, and I will be tweaking those tweaks because I am not a cheapskate, but I definitely do like cutting corners because I'm lazy. So more or less, that's just the video. I'm going to try to make turkey tetrazzini for the first time in my life and see if I can replicate the amazing dish my grandma made. But with that being said, let us begin. Okay, so I usually show you all the ingredients, but I am on a really tight schedule today, like really tight. So I'm just going to start off right now and then I'll just talk it through while I cook. So first things first is the butter. As usual, the recipe will be down in the description down below, so check it out there. We're not using black olives because I hate olives with a passion. So that's the thing that's happening right now. So more or less, tossing in the beautiful garlic. And then I'm gonna let that just, cook and, get nice and toasty and brown and delicious for a couple of minutes. So yeah. Right now, feel really good. Honestly, I feel like this recipe will be, pretty easy for my, skill level. I feel like I'm going to do really well. So the next step is to pour in the mushrooms, which we have a lot of mushrooms, so that's going to be fun. So just pour them all in, like so. And then we're just going to saute these nicely. So this will take a while. More or less, I'm worried that I actually made them a little bit too big. As you can see, it's in the recipe quarter of them, but then, I got ginormous white mushrooms. So I'm worried that I actually, got them a little bit too big, but hopefully they'll, shrink or do something. I'm not really sure at this point. This is, of course, like 3 pounds of food, so, in theory everything should be okay, but you never know. I like filming and telling you all my issues with the recipe. So, yeah, let's just continue with that. If this gets a little bit too sticky on the bottom because there's not enough butter, I'm going to be using bacon grease, which I got from cooking the bacon strips. I also have pre-cooked the spaghetti just because, again, I am on a real tight schedule. So that's the thing that's happening right now. But yeah, I'm just going to let these, soften and cook up, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I might have accidentally cooked these for too long, but I'm just going to go with it. So next is the wine and then some salt. There we go, that's nice for me. And then I'm going to just mix a little bit. So here we go. That looks nice. And then I'm gonna let this boil really hard until it reduces by half. Okay, so it's reduced now. So let us pour in the flour. Sorry, my dog is in the background eating something. But I'm just gonna pour this all in here. There we go. And then just stir around nicely. Like so. Okay, we've created like a weird roux, which is quite nice. And the next thing is to pour in all of the chicken broth. So give me 1 second. This is not like, pure chicken broth, whatever. It's bolognese, chicken broth, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully that will not affect anything. I'm just gonna pour that all in there. And then stir some more. As a whole, pretty fun recipe. I have to say, confession, I just ate all the bacon. I was getting really hungry, and I just had it with some food, so there's no bacon left. I could cook some more, but honestly, I just think I put a lot of bacon grease to keep the mushrooms from sticking or whatever, so I feel like that bacon kind of taste and all that will be there. I don't really need bacon. Hopefully it's not there for an actual reason, it's just there for fun. So I'm just going to just say that. Again, that might affect the taste and how well I do on this dish, but you never know, maybe that will make it better or worse. Again, you never know. So I'm just going to just mix this all around, try to get everything combined. Next thing is to pour in the block of cream cheese. I think every stage or every recipe has that kind of moment where everything just starts going together real quick, and this is the moment for me, so hopefully this shot will actually stay. It's not doing anything. Sebastian, he really likes what I just gave him. I just gave him leftover remnants of the dinner I just had, so he's a dog and he loves that kind of stuff, so yeah. Let's just pour this out. Just a minute. Oh my gosh, I can't open this correctly. Oh my gosh. packages should not be this hard to open. There we go. Okay. Okay, so pouring this in like so. Oh, Jesus, that was an accident. Ow, I just hurt myself. Okay, more or less, there goes the cream cheese. And then, oh, it's supposed to be softened. Well, it's kind of softened. Well, the cream cheese is, it's frozen cold. That's a frozen cold, but it's cold, so that was an accident. Oh no, my phone's not working. What the heck? What? Just a minute, my phone, I think I just broke it. Just a second. This is not the right time. Okay, here we go. So, I'm gonna stir everything together until it becomes, you know, nice and creamy. Just give me a second. This will probably take a while, so I'll probably just cut this and get back to you when I am ready and done. Here we go. There's a couple of pieces or lumps of the cream cheese left, as I just said. Also, there's like curds of the cream cheese throughout, which I was hoping that it'll just, you know, dissolve whatever as I go on. I'm just gonna go on because the light is, you know, really going down real quick, and I'm getting a little scared that I'll be filming at night in no time at all. So yeah, procrastination, whoop whoop. I think it looks really nice. It doesn't smell like anything though. Thankfully the alcohol's all, you know, cooked off, so it doesn't smell like alcohol. Oh my gosh, am I doing this right? This is the first time I actually kind of feel like I'm doing this wrong. Also, I'm not really feeling that well right now, so that's an issue. You know, that's always an issue. So I'm just going to like just continue on, get the chicken out, or the chicken, sorry, turkey. Well, let's talk about the turkey. So this is not leftover turkey because I literally just did not have the time, energy, or patience to cook a full turkey again because that was disaster. It was a disaster, it just took a really freaking long time. If you want to see that video, just, you know, click the link right there, so. But more or less, this is just like deli turkey. It's really nice, you know, high quality, costs a lot of money. So hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't work, well, screw it. More or less, just gonna pour it in lightly. Please don't burn myself, please don't burn myself. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just gonna mix this around gently. There you go, everything is looking okay. I kind of got real lazy. You can see a common theme in Civics Cuisine is that Harper is very lazy. But more or less, I didn't actually cut them up nicely, so hopefully that doesn't, you know, affect the dish in any like horrible way. Okay, then chopped olives because I hate olives, but so no. A bunch of green peas. These are still frozen, like literally still frozen. Again, I'm on a big old time crunch, so just gonna toss this in here too. Everything should just melt and, you know, become better, so yeah. Hoping that heat will actually help me. And then I'm just going to mix this around. It's already all dissolved. Finally, last but not least, all the cheeses. Another issue, there's a lot of issues with this dish. I didn't cut quarters, you'd say, but I did hurry a lot. But I'm not sure if this actually is a cup of Parmesan and a cup of other cheese that I got, so hopefully this is a cup, but you know, I put a whole bunch of like cream cheese, so honestly, this should be okay. It doesn't smell like anything though, which I'm a little worried about, but it looks really freaking good. But I'm just going to mix this around nicely. So stir together until everything is amazing, and then pour in the bacon that I ate, so we're not gonna have that. But next thing, and you know, we're getting to, is a home run at home, we're getting to home base, is the spaghetti, which is, you know, kind of, yeah. Oops. Oh, shoot, that was an accident. Okay, but more or less, just pour that in. Also has a little bit of oil drizzled on it because that's what you're supposed to do, you know, blah, 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 cook stuff. So, oh no. Oh no. So I'm just gonna mix this around gently. I say as I stab it with my spatula. I feel pretty good about this recipe. Again, this is definitely, you know, a leftover for, you know, turkey. If you have like leftover turkey, this will be a great recipe for you. But then again, I think that this needs more salt. That should be enough. I'm honestly thinking that I might just put this in a container, put it in the refrigerator, and then film my reaction of it tomorrow because I'm feeling quite sick at the moment, and I don't want to, you know, get sicker because that's a thing that happens in life. So there's a very high chance. Also, the sun is setting real quick, so that's also a huge issue. But there's a high chance that I'm going, actually I'm deciding right now, I'm going to just, you know, stop here, pour this, you know, in a lot of containers, put this in the refrigerator, and then taste it tomorrow. I know that the food does change over time, you know, when you're putting it in the refrigerator, you know, leftovers taste different than fresh food. Scientific fact, you know, that's just a scientific fact. It's probably, whatever. But more or less, I think I just need a nice, you know, nice sleep and then film the rest tomorrow, which means that I'm gonna be cutting a lot of corners because it is right now Wednesday and this video is supposed to be up in 3 days. So that's gonna be fun. Fun. But more or less, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it here. I will get back to you as soon as possible, aka the next clip. And yeah. Oh my gosh. Look how much snow we have. Okay, so this is probably not surprising people who like live in, I'm not sure, like Canada or Michigan or Minnesota, whatever. But like for St. Louis, Missouri in November, this is really weird. So there's no school today, which is nice, but the weather sucks, as you can probably see. So my filming's gonna be cut off a little bit. So yeah, a little update, but look at all this snow. Also, you can see all the tracks my dog made all around there because he just ran around. Okay, so it's the next day. It is snowed more because I had a nap, but there we go. We are gonna put this in a casserole thing just because I wanted to. Actually, just one second. I need to get the panko breadcrumbs. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, this has been in the refrigerator all night. So I think I'm just gonna support it in. It's gonna be more difficult because it is, you know, cold now, but I'm just going to wrestle it into this. I'll try to get as much as possible, but I can't get it all. That's okay. Put some breadcrumbs on, toss it in the oven, bring it out when it's nice and boiling, nice and warm and delicious, and then see how it tastes. This video is taking way too long to make, and so, you know, I didn't get this done very quickly. Again, I am on a very tight schedule, which gotten worse because, you know, I had a sleep and then another sleep. So yeah. Also, if you cannot tell, I am not where I usually, you know, hang out in my usual little spot. It's kind of, you could say, ooh, that sounded weird. It's kind of full right now, a little cluttered, so I decided to just, you know, cook around here. This video is very, you could say, different from a lot of other ones just because what's that sound? Oh, it's my dog. Shoot, my dog was getting into something. Just a minute. Dang it. Okay, I'm back. My dog was trying to get into the trash because he is a dog. But back to what I was saying. Okay, so it smells nice. I mean, I can't really smell a lot right now because my nose is stuffed. I am getting sick. My mom already is sick. Thankfully, my dog and cat are okay, which could be a good thing and a bad thing because, you know, okay means that they are full of energy and ready to go all the time. So that's not good. But more or less, I think this casserole just should take it off. I always forget how much this dish can actually hold, but it can hold a lot. Okay, so next things next is just, you know, a little bit of panko on the top. There we go. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to get a container to put the rest of this in, and then when the oven is done preheating, then I'll put this in the oven and cook it for 20 minutes. So, yeah. Okay, so the breadcrumbs, or like panko breadcrumbs, did not brown or anything like that, which is a little bit worrying, but it smells way better. It's nice and boiling and delicious and gooey, but it will probably destroy my mouth if I try to eat it right now, so I'm gonna let this, you know, cool down for a little bit, get some, and then let's see how this tastes. This has been like a 48-hour ordeal, mostly because, you know, I'm sick and all that, so that's my excuse, but I am excited to say it's almost over. So let's just let this stay, and then let's see how this finally tastes. Okay, so we are almost ready to go. So here it is, the amazing turkey tetrazzini. It doesn't smell like anything. Again, my nose is stuffed to the brim, so I can't smell anything at this point, so that's probably the issue. But let us see how it tastes. So I'm gonna get some of everything. A little bit of the mushroom and the turkey. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so I've had it all. I was very hungry, and let's talk about what I think. So number one, the first thing that really got to me was it was insanely creamy and like delicious and cheesy. And like it wasn't really cheesy, it was more just like creamy thanks to, you know, the whole packet of cream cheese. There wasn't really any like distinct taste, which I was honestly okay with. It needed a little more salt, like usual, but that's easy to fix, of course. But like the distinctiveness, like there wasn't any like real like spices coming through because there wasn't really any spices that were involved with the dish. I didn't taste any of that garlic, I didn't taste any of the other cheeses, but honestly, I was okay with that. To me at least, it's a really good meal. I have to say that I didn't really taste a lot of the turkey, and I remember tasting the turkey more distinctly when I had it with my grandmother, and I think that's really thanks to the fact that she used actual leftover turkey, which is, which you're supposed to use, whereas I used deli turkey. But it still tasted really, really good. The real thing was just like the creaminess of it, and the pasta was really well, incorporated with the dish. I myself think it's a really, really good dish to have, for a leftover if you have leftover turkey from Thanksgiving or whatnot. I'm a big fan of this, but I don't think my version was, completely on the spot as delicious as I remembered it before, or it could be way better, It's really good, but I can definitely see how it could be way more better. I'm not sure if I can actually do that or not, or it's just, that's the dish and it can't, become better than it already is. I would give myself an 8.5 out of 10. It looks really good, it tastes pretty good. The only issue is I can see it becoming better. But after that being said, I think it was really, really good. I really liked it. And of course, if you guys want to try this out yourself, I will have the link below for the recipe. With that being said, oh, my dog just dropped something. But with that being said, that's in the video. So of course, quiet. But that's the end of the video, so of course, if you like the video, click like. If you want to see more from Watch, just subscribe. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you next time, and as usual, goodbye!